It's good.
Okay. All right. So, something that is pretty interesting is that Mentalist is collecting these deer that were like running. You see the deer behind his wood line, right? There's a boar and there's one deer there.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind
They
of
were
bugging
glitching out
because
around the
they were
wood there.
glitching out and they
Yeah.
were running by they're running by the woods. So he shot them and is collecting them.
Yeah. That's a really
And I noticed that.
that's a nice little thing. Convenient little map glitch. So
Yeah, yeah.
what do you think about his map? I know what you think about Yoa's map. You think it's really open. I think he's gonna be able to wall across the front and then have a really, really secure map. But what do you think about Mentalist's situation here?
For what he's probably going to do, it's completely fine. Like, he doesn't really need a ton of access to gold because it's going to be a lot of early game pressure, I think. So he needs the gold for the man-at-arms, which he can just, like, he can wall them off. He needs, like, what, 2 on gold for that? Potentially 3 if he goes with archers. But he might need to go with a lot of skirmishers against Britons in the Feudal Age. What he does need is, like, a secure wood line. He has that on the back, also one to the right of his TC. And he has space in the back, too. And like you said, the walls are going to be pretty easy for him. The only thing he can't really wall in is this gold in the early game.
Mm-hmm.
Too easily, anyway.
It's
He's
pretty
actually
open.
forming a nice little house wall.
Yeah.
He's actually starting it right now with this villager with the houses, so he might be able to pull it off. But he's definitely going to be going with some type of infantry, and I
feel like
only
the
need 10
man-at-arms,
gold for that to start.
the Russians gonna come along with the Japanese. But it's their bases are quite a ways away. That's something we really don't pay attention to very often, but they're at the farthest edges of the map here, so getting the man-at-arms there before Yo manages to wall off, if he is indeed going man-at-arms, don't know if it's gonna happen. And I think
Yeah, I'm
Yo's definitely
interested
gonna
to see
go
what
with the
Yo's
forward
gonna do.
walls. Yeah, I feel like he is gonna go with the forward walls.
You think he's gonna? Nah, I think it's too much. It's too much to do.
Huh?
It delays your eco. I think he's gonna drush and try and win the drush.
Yo, do
I
you
actually think
remember game
Mentalist on this
one
map is gonna
when he
drush as
made
well.
those walls and he was gonna make the stone walls and go complete fast castle with no military whatsoever?
I mean, it doesn't bother me either way what the players do, but I believe both players are gonna drush here and just try and build their ecos up behind that. Now, it wouldn't be uncommon for either of these players to maybe go drush and then into flush or drush into whatever they choose to do, but I think Mentalist is going to be in a better position to do that because he can wall up a bit more, so he can choose to go aggressive. Yo, I think, is going to be forced to go aggressive unless we do see some crazy walls like you're saying. But right now, both players seem to have... Actually, both players have 1 militia, which might indicate man-at-arms. Because they might just be waiting
What
for
time are you at, by the
for
way?
the upgrade. I'm at 8:23.
I'm at 7:10, so slow down.
Yeah, I don't know,
I can't
because
speed
I'm
up.
like right behind the host time, so you haven't missed anything, to be honest. I think it's because you lagged out a little bit joining,
Yeah, it might be.
possibly. If you have an issue catching up, I can, just try and slow down, but you should be able to just catch up.
No, I can't.
You can't.
No, it's you.
It's me.
Yeah, it's you. It's not me.
What?
It's you.
How do I get ahead?
I don't know.
It's crazy. I don't know. Okay. Well, then go ahead and cast, and I will just talk about things that have already happened.
Anyway, we got some scout action here, and the militia coming out now from Mentalist to kill the scout from Yo. He's just now bringing his second boar in, which is a bit weird since Yo has had his second boar for quite a long time already. Yo up to feudal age at 1106. Mentalist still not there. He's got 1 militia out. Is he going for more? Like, obviously, he's only got 1 at the moment. He's gonna click up and nothing else coming forward, so we might actually see the man-at-arms coming out from Mentalist. Tristan, you might actually want to try... Oh, I guess you don't know the password, so you can't rejoin the game.
Yeah,
really weird.
I don't believe there's a spec delay, and there wasn't before. So I think that you're, for some reason, a little bit behind. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Continue.
Okay, so going forward now, Mentalist with 3 villagers. He's got 2 militia, 3 militia now, so he's definitely going for the man-at-arms, I think. He's going forward. Yo sees the militia, but I don't think he actually sees the villagers coming forward. Wolf now attacking the villager from Mentalist, which is unfortunate. Gonna have to delay him a little bit. He scouted out around most of Yo's base. I think he definitely saw the back of it. Has he seen the front of it? He does see the wood line from him, and he does see how exposed it is, so he might decide to drop a tower somewhere as
The
well.
nice thing for Yo is that he has those outposts so he can see what's going on.
Exactly.
And it's going to give him some good line of sight here.
And Mentalist actually getting away with the scout. Archery range coming down from him. Man-at-arms coming out, just like we said. Wolf now attacking the militia from Yo, which is unfortunate for him.
Woo, woo,
Woo woo
woo.
woo, get wrecked. And he's actually going to draw the wolves towards Mentalist units. Really unfortunate, but the man-at-arms will clean that up right away. Archer range coming down, skirmishers coming out. It's going to be a pretty good push from Mentalist here. With the men-at-arms coming out, the scout there, but the scout only has 3 HP, and the villagers coming forward. Yo has seen this, like T90 said, with the outpost. So he's going to be prepared for what's coming, and he has made a few archers, which are going to do okay against the man-at-arms. But I don't think they're going to be in time to deny this tower. He is laying down a counter tower, but Mentalist denying some of those vills, building it with that skirmisher, and still disrupting the archers with the men-at-arms. So I think he might actually get this down in time to kind of harass that wood line. How long it's actually going to stay up is another question, because Yo has a
We
lot more
talked
villagers
about
there.
we talked about how exposed Yo's map was, or I did anyway. And you said he's gonna full wall it, which he hasn't quite done, but he's really done a good job. I mean, holding to this, it looks like outposts where he's built the ranges and everything. He's made it. You know, he's defending it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he's going to take down
Better
that
than I thought
tower
he would.
pretty easily here. And Mentalist, the forward's kind of stalled out a bit. Yo's going to have a safe wood line now. He's got the outpost there, so we can see if another tower is going to go up. Mentalist not going to be able to do that much damage with these skirmishers. Meanwhile, he is walling at home, and he has made his base pretty safe here. He's got to finish up the wall with the idle villager on the left-hand side. But other than that, Yo going forward now with some archers to go and harass Mentalist. And Mentalist is going to go around the right-hand side to try and get Yo, and he might actually be able to catch a few of these villagers off guard at the gold here. Is it possible that he might go around that? No, he's going straight to the gold, and he might be able to actually kill a few villagers here with these skirmishers and man-at-arms. Maybe take this one down. No, he's gonna run right past it. Okay. Going back with his forward villagers as well. One of those is really, really weak at 3 HP. And he's going to go back to his own base because he's kind of figured that his forward has stalled out here. He is ahead by 4 villagers, which is something at this stage of the game. Did Yo get wheelbarrow?
Nah, I'm not sure. It depends on what point in the game we're
Yeah,
at. I'm literally 90 seconds, yeah.
He did get wheelbarrow, so.
Are you, I know, like, you're probably aware of this, but if you press, like, pause and all the different, you know, controls, does it speed up for you at all? Or does it just not?
No.
Ah, that's so weird. Okay.
Not at all.
Even, like, the normal speed, it doesn't do it?
Nope.
Okay. Alright. Well, continue. There's not much I can really do.
As per usual.
I'm like, yeah, exactly.
So Mentalist forward has kind of stalled out here. We got a mining camp coming down from Yo. Collect stone at the front there. This is a bit weird. Is he going to be going for towers, or is he collecting stone for more TCs later in the game? I don't know. Mentalist coming forward with more skirmishers. Gonna clear up these archers. that we're gonna try and raid from Yo, and he still has the villager advantage, but only by 1, and I don't know if Mentalist actually has wheelbarrow as of yet. No, it doesn't. Yes, he does have wheelbarrow. Okay. Does have wheelbarrow, so that's where the villager count caught up for Yo, and it's almost basically even now between the two of them. It's a pretty even game, actually.
It's pretty close as far as villagers are concerned and military. Like, both players are kind of shoring up their defenses, I think, a little bit. One thing I will say is that Mentalist has had the aggression.
Yeah, he has, and it's got us quite a bit of idle time for Yo, and Yo trying to lay down a tower on that stone, not gonna work. Mentalist denied that completely. Yo had to delete it, and Mentalist chasing away the skirmisher army from Yo. Now Yo coming forward with more villagers, trying to pick down these skirmishers, but a couple of those are weak, and Mentalist, if he's on top of it, can actually pick off a few of those. These women villagers might be able to snipe a couple. Might be able to snipe one. The woman. Snipe the chick.
The woman.
Oh, he's not going to be able to kill her. She's going to run away, I think. But the tower's still not going up for Yo. And Yo, as you said before, Yo is not putting any pressure whatsoever on Mentalist base. So, that's always an advantage to be the aggressor.
At this point, Mentalist has applied the aggression, right? But he hasn't done enough damage to Yo where
No,
he's
he
going to
hasn't.
kill
He's
Yo.
done hardly any damage. I mean, he's killed what, like a villager, 2 villagers? Maybe?
Yeah, and so I had said that I thought the advantage was in Mentalist's favor in the Feudal Age. I think we're going to see Castle Age here from both players, so it's going to be interesting here. Range is obviously going to be the choice for Yo. He's going to go into choice of crossbows, but I'm not sure what we're going to see from Mentalist here. Probably skirms and crossbows himself.
See, the thing with you is you're like a minute and a half ahead, so if you played it off like you weren't a minute and a half ahead, you could have seemed like the best predictor of all time of what's gonna happen in these games.
I'm not gonna spoil things.
No,
I'm trying to.
Well, Mentalist anyway.
I'm good at this.
Anyway, back to the game. Mentalist is on the way to Castle Age, far in front of Yo, and I'm gonna look at Yo's resources, and it looks like he's gonna be able to click up soon, but he's gonna click up when Mentalist is like 80% on the way to Castle Age, so Mentalist is definitely gonna have the advantage there. Yo is ahead in villagers, however, with 43 to 40. And the army also in favor of Yo, although he doesn't seem interested in pushing out very much. Just as I say that, I see his army coming across the middle. Mentalist trying to wall off his base a bit more, make it a bit more secure, and build up his skirmishers here. I don't think he really wants to get stuck behind this hill. He's going up on this hill, but I don't think he can hold it against this army from Yo. And he's going to have to retreat and finish this wall here so he can actually protect the front of his base. He is stonewalling on the right hand side, which is going to be very nice. But he has to make sure he gets those Castle Age upgrades.
with stables?
Yep. And chain barding armor coming in. Forward stables.
Okay.
So we're going to see some knights here from Mentalist, which is a good, I think a good choice against the skirmishers from Yo. But once again, Yo is Britain, so probably going to shift into more crossbows. And Mentalist putting a siege workshop down, so he's going to go knights and mangonels, I guess, which is a fairly respectable unit composition against longbows and skirmishers. Sorry, not longbows, crossbows and skirmishers.
Yeah, it's okay. Might as well be longbows in the Castle Age compared to everything else.
But 2+2 from Mentalist, so, and forging coming in too, so it's gonna be real
it's gotta
tough
pay off,
to kill.
though, because I mean, the crossbows are just still too strong. Once you mass them up, I don't know how the knights are gonna pay off. I'll be interested to see if it does. The mangonels also gonna be difficult because they don't outrange or have equal range even to the crossbows.
Yeah, but the thing with the mangonels, when you complement with them with knights, the crossbows can't run around and hit the mangonels because the knights are going right after the crossbows. So it's
Yeah.
it's kind of one of those things where if you have mangonels by themselves, the crossbows can dance around, but if you have mangonels with knights, they don't really have that luxury. So Yo's gonna have to camp
That's
out in
true.
his own base, right? So, and Yo is bringing back
I
his
mean,
existing army to go fend off these knights that are 2+2, and he's gonna have a lot of trouble against these knights. He's
the
gonna
one
have to
thing I
sit
will
right
say
back
is
in his
that
base.
Yo's map is still pretty exposed, that right-hand side, and I don't know. It's still a pretty close game as well as far as eco's concerned.
And Mentalist building up a lot of knights here now. He's got 9 knights. He's got a mangonel. They're 2+2 with +1 attack. And if he catches Yo uh, in an exposed position with his crossbows and skirmishers, it might be a lot of trouble for Yo. A lot of trouble for Yo. I've been saying that a lot, but it's these kind of strategies that Mentalist does here, where it's kind of like all in. He's going around to the stone here. He's going to deny this town center, actually. Knights coming out from Yo as well, which is a really interesting decision with the Britons to kind of complement
Yeah,
his
maybe to pick
crossbow
off the
army.
mangonels.
And to maybe, like you said, pick off the mangonels, but he's losing some villagers here. And he's got... Mentalist does have to be careful with this mangonel. I think he's definitely going to lose this to the knight from Yo. But once
The one
again,
thing
he
for
did deny
Yo
that
is
TC.
even if Yo gets up these other TCs, his map's still really open.
Yeah. He should have walled across the front.
Ah, no.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know who would ever think of such an idea.
Me and Tim and Stark, maybe.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, big crossbow army from Yo now, and Mentalist doesn't seem interested in making any more mangonels. Maybe because of the knights coming up from Yo now, kind of persuaded him that that was not a very good idea with how easily his last mangonel went down. But I feel like he's actually going to need one of those to take care of these crossbows, especially with the knights acting as a nice little meat shield against his
Yeah,
own
he's gonna
knights.
need more than one because if
Yeah.
he loses one and he's banking on it,
But he is
it's
making
gonna hurt him.
he is making monks though, which is a good decision to deal with the knights from Yo, because I think he knows that Yo has invested in 5 knights, but he's not really interested in making any more than that, because that is a really big hit to his economy. So if he converts even 2 or 3 of those knights, it's a big blow to Yo's military. And the Mentalist building up more and more knights. I have seen this before in Arabia games. Knights against crossbows or knights against cavalry archers. Basically with knights you're looking for that one definitive battle where you can wipe out the entire archer army of the enemy. If you don't get that battle, it's a bit of an uphill trek, especially as the enemy keeps building up range units. And the bigger the enemy's group gets, the harder it gets for you.
Yeah,
Mangonel.
this is still a close game. The ecos are rather close, and
Yeah, Monk's converting
I
the
think...
knights from Yo now. He's going to get 2 of them. And the knights are going to go down, but the Mangonel is going to go down from Mentalist. But still no more knights from Yo once these go down. Maybe going to save one of them. And he's going to try and flank these crossbows from Yo. And I think he actually might do it. He might manage to kill like 10 or 15 of these crossbows before they reach the TC.
Oh my gosh.
And he's actually going to do it with the +2. I mean, Yo is going into the choke point between the archer ranges now. And I feel like I know what's coming because I heard you laugh.
No, I literally already saw it. And like, I'm trying to act as though I'm watching it live, but I'm not. But either way, that was an amazing fight from Mentalist. I'm like, to fight underneath the TC like that was ballsy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, as Japanese right now, he's
He's doing a
He's
pretty
doing a
good job
great
with the
job,
knights,
man.
and the villager
Yeah.
count is in his favor. And
Crazy.
the Mangonel coming forward now from Mentalist, and Yo has to be really careful here. Does have the Britain range on those crossbows, but gotta be careful he doesn't get a good shot. Oh, good shot from Mentalist! Doing a bunch of damage on those crossbows. Another good shot as well. Taking down another crossbow, and he's trying to flank these archers again. He's gonna go right in around them. And with the +2, he might be able to do a bit of damage here, but Yo in the choke point, and I feel like Mentalist has to go back, maybe focus down these villagers that are trying to build that forward siege workshop. And
Yo's been collecting stone for quite a while, so he might. I mean, when you're in situations like this,
he's got
and
you
you know you can't fight it,
he's
you
got
gotta get a
1,000
castle.
stone.
Yeah, you gotta get a castle up. And he still has like 15 villagers
But
on
where
stone.
to put the castle? Where to put it? A defensive location, I assume, because he can't put it forward. Not with those knights and the Mangonels roaming around.
I don't know. It's
So
still
maybe
gonna
on
be
the
rough
right
for
hand
him.
side of the base to secure it. Maybe that answers my question.
I think
in the middle. Of
I
the,
think next
in the
to
middle.
that TC.
Yep.
Yeah, right there. I think that's where.
Well, you knew exactly where it was going down, you liar. God.
I think the castle placement there is good, but also he's probably going to want one on the bottom side next to the wood lines and the stones as well.
And he almost has enough stone for another one. He's got 684 now, so he does have enough for another one. Probably on the right hand side, but he's effectively secured the front of his base. Mangonel coming out now from Yo, good shot there. Take out the Mangonel from Mentalist. Masada needs to shut up in the spec chat.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's doing this stuff all the time.
But still, at this point, the longer this goes for Mentalist, the harder it's gonna get.
Big shots here from Mentalist. He could get some really big shots, but great shot from Yo to take out both of those Mangonels without them getting a single shot on this crossbow army. The knights now from Mentalist. It seems like they're being pushed back. Yo just building up that critical mass.
Coming in from Mentalist.
Oh. Yes, I did not notice that.
Skirms in.
That is a good addition.
Yeah.
And he's got quite a few, and a ballsy castle going down from Yo. But Mentalist trying to flank all these archers. He needs to go back, though. That's not a position he wants to fight in. And he does go back. Does he see this castle? Up on the hill here. He does see it, but I don't think he knows it's actually a castle. He might think it's a siege workshop. He is taking the fight under the TC, and he's killing so many crossbows. And he's actually clearing up this whole army from Yo. And he's gonna go forward with the skirmishers. And the 2+2 knights are just way too strong under the castle, under the TC. Against all those crossbows, he still has like 8 knights left over, and he's gonna go into Yo's base. And this is big trouble for Yo. Yo losing another Mangonel. His villagers are exposed. He's trying to garrison them in the tower, but there's not enough room in that tower for all those villagers. And Mentalist on the way to Imperial Age now. And just really, really good play from Mentalist to pick that fight under the TC. He does not care if he's getting hit by arrow fire. And goodbye the entire crossbow army from Yo. And like we said earlier in the game, I mean, look at all the idle villas from Yo.
Yeah.
Not making farms. I mean, does he just not have the resources? He has no wood. He is at the limit with every resource. He's got a bit of gold and a bit of stone, but that's it.
That, and as far as idle time goes, double the idle time for Yo.
It's
now,
crazy.
Yo
I mean, and he hasn't pressured
Mentalist. He's collected a lot
of
stone. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mentalist this is a masterclass from Mentalist. He's held the map control, and also he's up to Imp first. He's getting the upgrades, and I assume he's just going to be going with Trebs. Now, the one issue for him, he's not going to have near as many castles, I don't think.
Well, he's putting a castle down on the front there.
So does he have any more? He's
Another
only on
castle
one.
coming down from Yo at the front on that gold to secure that, which is quite nice. So he's going to have 1, 2, 3 castles against Mentalist. 1 castle. He's got a little Tourette's skirmisher in front of his base. Yeah, you didn't see it, but it was good. It was glitching out. And Mentalist now in Imperial Age, getting Bracer, getting Ballistics, going forward with more villagers. Is he gonna drop another castle? No. What are you laughing at? You goof.
I'm watching the stream too. I just saw the Tourette skirmisher, man. Oh man, this stream has been somewhat of a train wreck, so I needed that. Tonight has been rough for us. So, yeah, I mean,
Another
Mentalist is
castle
obviously
coming
going to be
down from
going with
Mentalist.
Trebs.
Yeah.
He's going to be going with skirms. Right? What else is he going to do? Is he going to go with anything else other than that?
Japanese, Trebs, skirms. What else do you need against Britons? You don't need anything else. Come on now.
Yeah.
And
Maybe some capped rams, but
he's got ballistics. He's got the full upgrade for the skirmishers. He's just gonna go in and raid with those skirmishers. He doesn't care.
yeah, and he's actually doing quite a good job right now with that. What is there from Yo to deal
There's
with
not
this?
much. There's longbows, and there's a ram at the front, and Mentalist has denied the gold from Yo at the front. He still has those knights in the back of his base, which are going to come in and be annoying. He's being annoying on the right-hand side on the TC, and Yo hasn't, once again, I mean, he hasn't pressured Mentalist at all. He's got one skirmisher on Mentalist Woodline, and it's not even elite, so... And the castle getting hit from the Trebs from Mentalist. Trebs out from Yo as well. Yo is repairing the castle, Mentalist is not. So that's pretty important there. I think Mentalist has to
Yeah,
shift
he needs to hold on to that castle.
But 4 Trebs coming out now from Mentalist. 3 from Yo, but they're all, I think all the Trebs from Yo are going uphill against that castle, so I'm not sure it's going to be the greatest fight from him. I think both castles are going to go down here. For sure, Mentalist castle is going to go down. Is Yo's castle going to go down? Maybe one more hit
Mentalist is
from
researching
these.
conscription out of that castle too.
Yeah,
Important
the
he keeps that
conscription
up.
didn't work. Sorry. The conscription didn't make it, I'm sorry. But still, look at the skirmishers on the right-hand side. Mental is still in here with these skirmishers, killing quite a few villagers actually with the fully upgraded skirms. And
yeah,
it's just nice the way he raids as he's pushing forward at the front. Gonna kill this Mangonel, I think, with the skirmishers. He's got 4 trebuchets there. He's got a ram. He's got another ram backing it up. But still, Yo, with 4 trebuchets of his own, longbows, some mangonels, and he's repairing this castle with all these villagers, so I don't know if this push is actually going to succeed here for Mentalist.
I'm still not convinced by Yo. All he has is longbows, and once capped rams and skirms are combined with the trebs, I mean there are still skirms, but once capped rams come in, he has nothing to deal with that.
Yeah.
He doesn't have one light cav, one pike, one anything that can deal with that.
And the thing with Yo is
he doesn't have the resources either.
He's built so many castles, and he's spending so much stone to repair the castles. Like, how much does he have left? He's got that one forward stone camp, but it's only got 2 piles left, and after that,
yeah,
he's really got nothing to keep this up, and that castle is going to go down at the front, and
yeah,
I feel like these trebs are going to go down as well, and it's going to be bad news bears for Yo.
Yeah, capped rams are coming in, like a lot of capped rams coming in from Mentalist. He's a couple siege workshops, like one on the left of the base of Yo, and also next to the main attack, and he's sending in capped rams.
Look
like,
at the
out of everyone.
resources from Yo, or from Mentalist. Like, compared to Yo, just crazy. Like, Yo was at the limit with food and gold. Mentalist is getting onager. That's how many resources he had. He's getting onager.
Yep.
And he's got 1,000 food. He's got almost 1,400 stone, so he can build 2 more castles. He's got the trebs out. He's got the capped rams, and this is not looking good for Yo right now. Like, it's gonna be really tough, and Mentalist once again pushing at the northern side with a ram, with an onager, soon to be onager. Or he might kill his own ram with the onager, which is not gonna be so good. Getting that map control. Yo finally coming out with some capped rams, but I don't know if that's gonna do it.
If the hill is gained by Mentalist, it's going to be huge. I mean, that's a lot of castles down
Yeah,
from
and
Yo
the Siege
already.
Workshop as well. The Siege Workshop production
Yeah.
units going down is never good, especially with the resources that Yo has. The last time I looked, he had nothing, and he's still kind of in that boat for a post-Imperial fight, having nothing to support his army. No gold, only 450 food, 300 wood. Does not look very good for him. He's gonna try and raid on the left-hand side with longbows, and it actually, if he does get into the economy from Mentalist, it might be pretty deadly.
Yeah,
And
there's
Mentalist
like
has nothing to counter that.
There's
Oh
nothing
God!
there from Mentalist. There's nothing there from Mentalist.
Oh no. Those villagers are dead. See you later. They're dead.
But at
And
the same time, there's not much there from Yo to defend
no,
his
and
castle either.
the thing is, Yo's losing all his important buildings at the front. He's lost his castles. He's probably gonna lose this other castle. He's gonna lose that Treb. He's gonna lose his TC. He's gonna lose everything at the front here, and he can't stop it. And the only thing he can do is counter raid on Mentalist. And I mean, give him credit, he is killing quite a few villagers here, but he's losing a lot in the middle here as well. Mentalist forced to go back, I think, with these skirmishers to clean up the longbows from Yo, which he's doing right now. Yo made another castle on the right-hand side to secure that side of his base, but if Mentalist sees that, I feel like that's going to go down, just like this castle right here, which is being targeted by the Trebs. Longbows still
at
in
this
there.
point, Yo is pretty much all longbows.
Yeah.
But those longbows are doing a lot of damage.
But
They're
look
killing
at
so many vills.
yeah, just so many. But look at Mentalist already gaining map control at the northern side, laying down more archery ranges all along, all outside Yo's base. He's just gonna start flooding skirmishers, and I don't really feel like there's that much that Yo can do about it. Yo did try and forward Mentalist with an archer range, but he was forced to go back with the villagers. Mentalist dropped the castle there, got a few skirmishers, and the longbows from Yo getting cleaned up now in Mentalist base. And I feel like we might see the GGs soon here. Once Yo gets pushed off that forward gold there by Mentalist Trebs, might see that he has nowhere left to go. I mean, like, where else is he going to take gold from once that's exhausted? And the GG coming in from Yo right now.
Yep, there's a GG.
Really well played from Mentalist. Really well played. He saw the map and he just took advantage of it, I think. I do think Yo was a bit passive that game, though. He was really passive that game.
Yeah, you're